Good morning, everyone. My name is Rachel here at Santa Maria Ford. I'm here to talk to you this morning about the F-250, newly redesigned F-250, I should add. The Ford series has been around for over 40 years, and the Ford F-250 was introduced into the Ford series line in 1998 with its 99 model. It's now on its 4th generation. Again, it has got to be, I think, one of the best trucks that Ford has put out. Best, intelligent, and smartest trucks that Ford has put out. 6-speed automatic torque shift transmission, 6.7 turbo diesel V8 engine. It delivers 440 pounds of horsepower and 925 pounds-feet of torque. It'll pull 14,000 conventional and 17.6 fifth wheel. To me, that's very impressive. That's a total of 65 more gain and pull than its previous years. It has its high strength from the bottom laddered, fully box laddered frame. It's 95% high strength steel. It's 24 times stiffer and 6 times tougher than its previous. Now tell me that's not impressive. Another good thing that I feel that Ford has added this year to its 250 is its sway control, which is really nice because if you take a look at the highway here and you're pulling your 40-foot trailer and you come to these straightaways where it's just like a tunnel, you don't have to worry about your cargo, your load being pulled from side to side. You'll have little or no sway at all, which is excellent for those traveling, like I said, pulling your vehicle. It has a 3-year 36 bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 5-year 60 on roadside assistance and its transmission, and a 5-year 100 on all its diesel components. With its 2-bar grille and its bold Ford emblem in the front, Super Duty, everybody going in the freeway, roadway knows exactly what you're sporting. And you have your factory tow hitch in the front, which is really nice. So when any of your competitors run into a sticky situation, you're there to pull them out. You have your fog lamps and you have your quad beam dual headlights. Nighttime, really nice because it'll illuminate more, brighter visibility, turning visibility, and so you can see by far further. And like I said, people approaching you can see that you're on the road as well. If you take a look on the side here, you have your 18-inch chrome PVD wheels, which are lighter. Of course, it's going to help to aid with fuel. And behind that, you have your Rancho shocks, which is part of your FX package. And you do have your 4-wheel disc brakes and your anti-braking system. So when you need to stop on the drop of a dime, you don't have to worry about it. You've got all that there that's going to aid you with it. You have your new badging on the side, which is really nice, along with your 6.7-liter Power Stroke badge there, which everybody knows what you'll be sporting. You have your breakaway mirrors, and you do have power retractable folding in and folding out mirrors, as well as what's added new this year for the F-250 is your extended running boards, which I really like. Not that I'm always jumping in and out, but if my husband needs to get something from the back of the bed, it's easy for him to do it. You do have, of course, your help me? Keyless entry code, I'm sorry. You do have as well as your keyless entry code, which is really nice. So if you don't want to take your keys with you, if you're always in and out of your vehicle, you can leave them there, lock it from the outside, come back, punch in your code, which is really cool, and open your door freely. You have an 8-way power driver seat, and we'll talk a little bit more of the inside when we go inside and I show you some of the benefit and features it has. Another cool thing that I really like is that inside, the inside cargo. You have more cargo space in the inside here now, as well as down in the bottom. If I fold that seat up from the other side, you'll see it also has a collapsible storage down in the bottom with a key, so that if you have personal items here, whatever you want to put in here and you don't want people to see, you can always just lock it with your key. They can't lift it, and it's away from everybody's vision, which is really nice. Again, it is a FX4 package, which will give you skid plates under your transfer case, your differential, and your fuel tank. And talk about fuel tank, it has a 38-gallon fuel tank here, which of course it means that you can drive further without having to make frequent stops, as well as your DEF, which now has a bigger tank, so you don't have to be changing the fuel on it or the liquid on it as often. It used to be a 5-gallon, it's now a 7.5-gallon tank, which is, like, again, I say, very impressive. You do have your backup sensors. You have your tow hitch with its pin already factoried. You have a backup camera, and if you look at your back window, you have a power sliding window as well as a rear defogger, which is really, really nice. Your bed here is already prepped with a factory fifth wheel, a prep kit, which you don't have to go out and do aftermarket anything to it. You do have your cleats for tie downs that you can adjust, and if you're pulling anything or have cargo in the back that you don't want moving, it's really nice. You do have your adapter here. That's, again, like I said, factoried, so you don't have to have any aftermarket things done to it. And of course your bold emblem here, front and back, sporting what you're driving. I can't stress the fact that I think that this is probably one of the best trucks that Ford has put out. With its military high-grade aluminum body, it should be 700 pounds lighter. What they did was they distributed it 350 pounds back into the truck where you need it the most, the bed being part of it for your payload, which is really nice. I mean, I wish that this truck was out when I had my farming business and I was pulling trailers and bathrooms. It's so much easier now, the modifications that they have done to it and the redesign. I may not be able to see everything up here. Once again, as I said, it's a 2017. I can't see that, Jesse. It has the XLT package, and it is a FX4. It is going for $60,480. If you take a look inside, I'll tell you some of the options it has. One of the things I really like is you have the 4x on the fly here. And once again, as I said, when I had my farming business, there was nothing worse than having a rainy day, having to stop the next day and going out and doing your 4x out on your outside tire and getting all full of mud. You don't have to worry about that. You have your integrated braking locking system, which is really nice as well too. That's going to help control your cargo, your braking on your cargo, and you don't have to be wearing your tires as much. Your brakes as much. You have the Sync 3 on this system here, which is super cool because it will work with your newer phones, the Apple CarPlay, your Androids. As long as you have your, and I don't have my phone to show you, I'm sorry, but as long as you have your cord, the original cord with it, you can plug it in and it'll read everything from your phone. So, for instance, this vehicle here does not have navigation system, which is no problem at all. As long as you have Google Maps on your phone, you can download your Google Maps on your phone and everything shows here. And it's a full screen. It's not like partial screen or anything like that. It's the full screen, which is really nice. You can voice your contacts, or if you're making phone calls, you can voice your contacts, and which is hands-free, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about distractions of having to change that. Your contacts, you can also voice your radio stations. It'll read you your messages with the installation of your CarPlay. So it's a newer system, better system. You do, as I said, have a backup camera, which is your full screen here, and it's very clear, very good visibility with it. You have your heated seats. Even though it is XLT, you still have heated seats in the front, which is really nice. Your 2 USB ports. You have your controls here for your volume, for your voice, for your contacts. And on this side here, you have the ability to read what is going on with your vehicle, your tire pressure monitor lights, your cruise control. You do have adjustable pedals. For short people like me, it's really nice. So I'm not just sitting up on the dash. I can sit a little further back and have the pedals come to me, which is really nice. Again, as I said, you have your power extenders on your mirror, and they do fold in as well. And you have an 8-way driver's seat, and you have a 2-way manual seat there. You have the rear slider window, which is so cool. For me, I like that because I have to always feel the air hitting me, and it drives my husband nuts because he hates the air hitting him. So I always will have that back window open. And I like the fact that it, again, as I said, it's a rear defogger. So if you're starting like me, coming back from the gym, steaming up the windows, I don't have to worry about that. Turning on that rear defogger, it's going to clear everything really nicely. You do have your 110 power outlet there and a charger as well. I mean, there's so much that this truck has now. Like I said, the best truck out and newly redesigned. We can go on forever, but let's take it for a drive so you can enjoy it.
Very good.